showdown between snow bike and snow quad. So here on the right, we have our home-built timber quad using a timber sled rear track setup, which is basically the same as the one on the bike. So we just adapted that to the quad, put some snowmobile skis on the front, and that's about it. It's a Polaris Outlaw 450 MXR. So it's the racing version, which has the KTM 450 engine. That's basically the same as what you get in a KTM dirt bike, but with 5 gears in reverse instead of 6 forward gears. It's got electric start, it's fast, it's loud. 2012 Kawasaki KX 450. It's got the Timber Sled Mountain Horse kit as well with the 137-inch track, 12.5 inches wide. So that's the machine, so let's send it.
But before we get started, go to omaze.com/grindhard where you can be entered to win a fully customized F250 with $20,000 and support a great cause. We're at the first little clear cut, fresh powder. This is gonna be sick.
We both failed at the same time. Turns out the quad is actually super fun. You just have to have like decent snow and enough room to turn around. Its side hilling leaning ability is great.
Yeah, I'm just the human wedge right now. Ethan got comfortable on timber quad. He's just dancing with it. It's so sick.
That was so sick.
That'll wear you out though, shoot. Oh, you're getting out.
That was awesome.
You just gotta ride it like a freaking lunatic and then it's amazing.
Wow.
That all. Yeah.
You were pushing it hard, but it held its balance. You were like basically touching bars multiple
I think I did on that
times.
last whipper.
Which this is a lot taller than a snowmobile too, so touching bars is a pretty big deal.
The Timber Quad is so sick, but I'm so tired from running around in the snow. It's a perfect opportunity to tell you how you could win a brand new, totally custom Ford F-250, because this video is sponsored by Omaze. Omaze works with awesome content creators to raise money for nonprofits, and this is how it works. Omaze offers incredible experiences and prizes, cars, vacations, hangouts with celebrities that people can donate for a chance to win. For each campaign, one winner is randomly selected to score the dream prize, and donations benefit charity. All you have to do is go to omaze.com/grindhard to enter. The link is in our description, and it supports the First Responders Children's Foundation. And I think it goes without saying, our first responders are legends and can definitely use our help. So definitely check that link out in the description, omaze.com/grindhard. Get yourself entered, support a good cause, and for an additional 150 entries, you can use the code grindhard150. And for now, I think I'm good. I think I'm ready to give it a shot.
Well, the cool thing about side hilling and leaning on this is there's nothing to run into the snow to impede the track. Like on a snowmobile, they've gotten better, but like the whole front engine case on a sled, if you lean it far enough over, it just runs into the snow and lifts the track out of the snow. So this doesn't have that. So in short, I love my snow bike way more than this, but this is still super awesome.
Look at that lean. That is mean. He's just holding it, cruising by.
So sick. Oh, I was trying.
I know.
It's a lot of work, but you look like you're just like doing it kind of easy actually.
It is once you get used to it. I mean, it's still effort, but you know,
you're slaying it. So when the quad has already done the turning part and it's going straight up the hill and you can lean side to side, it's definitely a different experience than the snow bike. It's really fun, but the snow bike is definitely more fun. It's easier to control, it's more predictable. You can kind of need to do a last minute decision and transfer your weight really easily. Whereas this, I couldn't even turn the thing on the hill. I mean, you're like full on grabbing it, pulling it, like.
yeah.
Ethan seems to make it look like you just turn it like no problem.
Once you get to that point, it is actually really fun in a different way than the snow bike is. That said, it's not fun in a meaningfully different way than a good snowmobile would be. All the things that I do on this, I could also do on a good snowmobile, I think.
Yeah.
I've just never ridden a good enough one to even do that. Because all the new ones have like a tall, narrow, higher center of gravity setup, which you can do that with. I've only ever ridden old crap. But yeah, this thing is extremely difficult to ride in any way other than straight, like you said. But once you get the hang of it, it becomes really fun. And it's more playful than the snow bike in a lot, like in a wide open space like this, it's more, there's more to do on this than there is on that.
Yeah, you can rock and roll it, and
like that thing, sure, you can go up the hill and then come back down, but it's no effort, it's no trick. It's just you go up, you turn wherever you want, you go back down, or you go back up. This thing, like, it's a challenge, but it's also fun. Like, you can go up the hill, be side hilling, and then like you can carve around and go back down, or you can carve and then switch the angle of the side hill. Like, it's all really like interesting technical stuff that I feel like this is better at that than a regular snowmobile in a certain way, in that its center of gravity is more centralized and a little taller, and the track's a little narrower, so it is more like technical.
yeah.
But it's also really hard to do that, and like one of the things that makes it the worst is the clutch.
Yeah.
Because if you like have to clutch while you're doing that, it's really hard. That said, the gearing's low enough that you kind of don't need to. You can just cruise around in second gear most of the time and just kind of get down to idle and then rev out of it again without touching the clutch. But
yeah.
it jumps pretty well, but I think the snow bike still jumps better, honestly.
Yeah. And you kind of get a novelty feeling on this. Like, when I went up the hill the first time on this, I'm like, yes, I'm doing it. I'm going up the hill in a four-wheeler.
And then you got to the top and fell over.
Yeah. But the snow bike is like you said, it's kind of like almost too easy to really have that like fun novelty giddiness about it.
With the snow bike, you just have to find really technical terrain to like make it fun and make it a challenge. Like, but the cool thing about the snow bike is you can just look and you can see a gap that's just as wide as your bars, and you can be like, oh, I can go up there.
Yeah, I'm going that way.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about like which way you have to be side hilling. You can just go.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'd take a snow bike every day of the week.
Me too. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Maybe I should quit while I'm ahead.
So what'd you do over here, dude? That sounds like you're deep in it.
So I hit this stump, which popped me into neutral.
Okay.
And then I rolled this far, I was going so fast. And then I hit this stump. By the time I got into first, I can't go forward. So I slid back, dug a hole, and got a branch in the track.
But you know, Ethan brings machetes, so we're good.
So we're good.
It's a stout one, huh?
Whenever you're adventuring, always bring an Ethan.
Always bring Ethan, not the machete, bring the Ethan. Comes with the machete.
Yep. So reverse is something that the snow bike doesn't have. And away he goes.
Well, that's how you do a snow bike versus snow quad send mission and have a lot of fun. At the end of the day, I think all of us and every human would choose the bike over the quad, but the quad can also be a lot of fun. And it looks really cool, so that's gotta be worth something, right? They are a better comparison than a snowmobile and a snow bike. Like, if you go out snow biking with somebody on a snowmobile, like, you're not gonna be having fun at the same time. When you're having fun on a snowmobile, you're like either going really, really fast or going straight up giant steep hills. And snow bikes aren't really good at those things, but they're good at technical riding, which this thing isn't necessarily good at that, but they're the same kind, well, they're basically the same engine, so they're the same like speed and that sort of thing, so yeah. Good fun. Right, Sam?
Oh yeah, dude.
I noticed
I took like 0 turns on that today.
I was gonna say, I noticed you didn't ride this today.
Just the snow bike for me, for sure.
Time to go back to the garage and build more stuff, huh?
Yeah.
You.